Welcome back to Let's Play Endless Space 2 on the Reawakening Updates. This is Series 11, Episode number 20. I'm JC Proton, and we are picking up at turn number 43. We're playing a standard faction of the Cravers on endless difficulty in a fast speed game. In this episode, we're going to be continuing our invasion of the Regulus system that's currently controlled by the Sophons. There's only 60 defenders left, so there's a good chance we're going to be able to take control of it this turn. Kind of depends if they choose a battle tactic of protect system or draft. We also have, we have wars going everywhere. We're at war with everyone that we know of on the map. We're going to go ahead and move our fleet from Harashims. It's finished rearming or resupplying with manpower. It's going to come over here to safe and harass this small vineship fleet. So let's go ahead and do that. Additionally, we're going to be doing some fighting against the Horatio. Over here at Soydan, we decided to guard the system, and we caught this lost Horatio. So we're going to go ahead and attack here and then probably move up to Sing and see if we can attack the civilians' ships as well. Because we're Cravers, that's how we roll, man. We like to capture and eat civilian populations. We're the bad guys. Okay, so let's do that. We'll be attacking here. And then I was looking around the map. This is where the United Empire is. So they're apparently here. Doesn't show up on the diplomacy map yet, but that's where they're going to be. And I was spotted something else. The Riftborn already have Jadonics, which, they're a industry-heavy type faction, race. However, I also spotted this. A level 4 curiosity ruins on toxic planet. There's 100% chance that is Endless Foundries, which is another industry booster. So the Riftborn have Jadonics and Endless Foundries. So that is like double trouble, man. These guys are going to be for real competitor. Score-wise in this game, we've just barely pulled ahead of the United Empire, and we're not too far behind. We're about 100 points behind the Riftborn. And this game is going to be, victory condition is going to be score. It's the only allowed victory condition. So I just have to beat out everybody else on score. I don't necessarily have to conquer everybody. I might do some of that. But that's, yeah. The Riftborn are going to be pretty challenging opponents. And the United Empire is pretty far away. And then the two green guys here, the Unfallen and Horatio, they have formed an alliance together. So they've decided to team up. So let's go ahead and get on with this invasion at Regulus. See how this goes. There's only 60 defenders, and we have 390 troops left on our manpower in our fleet. So feeling pretty good about it. I think I'm hoping we'll take it down this time. We'll definitely do preemptive bombing again. As you can see, our manpower is below the limit even. So our attack force is starting to peter out a little bit. Protect system. Okay, we're going to get it. If they would have drafted, they would have gotten an extra 175 troops for defense, but they didn't. So we're going to get it. This is going to be a good system. We're going to keep it too. We could pillage, but I want to just go ahead and occupy. That's not that many resources. It's a little bit more than like 1 turn's worth of resources for us. That would have been 11 titanium. We're already producing 8. And it was like, what, 2.5 adamantium? We're producing 5. Yeah, partly because it was like 3.5 is what we were producing, but there's adamantium here. So yeah, we are going to have a bunch of dark glitter now. All right, cool. And this already has a modernization to level 2. And it's using dark glitter is the modernization. So that's what the Sophons are using for their bottom level modernization, which gives manpower capacity. Not sure who has the sim camp. We'll see. Right, and I think, I might just go ahead and fly on over here to Nos. Guarding, let's see, how much defense do they have? 750? And we have 396. That'll be tough. That'll be tough for us to take, and I don't think we'll be able to take it before. Okay, they can only deploy 500. No, it says 750. 750. Let's. I'm a bit torn. The danger here is that we don't have manpower left when the pirate fleet comes out. Let's give it a try. Yeah, we'll do... Okay, so they can only deploy 500. Ground battle on a gas giant. Okay, so I think the way it works is it may or may not apply these. We'll go ahead and retreat. Yeah, see, it only leaves 125. The extra 250 reserves just disappear. I think that's a bug. See, there's a life form 4 here. I'm not sure if that's going to be a luxury resource deposit or not. 750 dust. There's a possibility it might be a luxury resource. There's another one over here. I think I saw it over here. Yeah. No, that's a ruins for it. It's not a life form. So I don't know. I don't know where we're going to have luxury resource. We'll find out next turn. We'll have ultra deep habitats completed. You see, our research is at 3150 per turn now. It's massive. Yeah. So we'll find out soon. So these vineships are unarmed, right? Yeah, so they're gonna retreat. Yeah, we'll do repair and recover. Let's see, we cannot get to there. There. Well, I'm torn because I want to get this curiosity, but there's an opportunity that we could deal a blow to the Unfallen by taking down their vineship fleet. That would be a setback for them. So I'm going to go ahead and pursue them. And hopefully we'll be able to get there and guard and then take down those vineships. Finish them off. Yeah, and that would be a setback for the Unfallen. So I like that. Alright, we'll do this fight here at Soiden. And we're going to choose repair and recover so that whatever damage we take, we'll repair. If he even stays to fight, I don't think he will. He'll probably run. We'll see. This is a pretty weak fleet. It's just my leadership and a scout. Let's fly up here and we'll harass at Sing. Okay. Guard. What do we got coming in here? 2 invaders, a tool, and 2 weapons. 479. And this fleet just left. It's a 2 weapons and 2 tools. So the 2 weapons and 2 tools are all energy. They're all beams, actually. And these are all beams too. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to stick around and fight. Let's go ahead and bring these scouts up here. Okay, we can explore at Izar. Subterranean 1 on a gas. Okay, so that's Quadernix. Probably. Yep. Cool. Good stuff. So the positions of these 2 scouts, we can probably do a pretty good amount of exploration here, so we don't really need to expend probes here to do that. So I think maybe the way to go is to just fly out to Scorpius. Oh, we have 15 moves left. Nice. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just fly on out. Although we could have landed there, but we would have had to fight these guys. Better to just move on out. Hey, we found the Lumeris. Cool. Alright, very cool. Alright, we're out of movement here. So this would probably be a pretty good location to send some probes out. See, we're probably going to fly to Kerr and then head this way. Tell you what, let's do probes from over here first. We have 506 probes. We have no movement left. Sometimes that's no movement, that's really no movement, and sometimes it's no movement that it's like 0.1 moves. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, this guy gets 2 probes per turn because he has 2 Hyperion probes. So we'll go ahead and fly on out now over to Ayuva. Sometimes in this game I get confused and I don't have the ship selected that I think I have selected. So this scout down here at Izar has 2 Hyperium, and this scout here at Libra has 1 Hyperium, 1 Titanium probe. So he gets 3 probes per turn. And he's currently fully charged at 5 of 5. And he has 1 movement left. Yeah, so this would be a good opportunity for him to throw some probes out. Okay, and by him just sitting there guarding, oh, it's an outpost. It's not even established as a colony yet. Okay, cool. So that should help me have some positive war momentum now. Horatio, yep, we got plus 8.8, which is good. 8.8, yep. So we have good war momentum against these guys now. We've got some positive war momentum against the Sophons and the Riftborn. We got no war momentum yet with the Punyani. Haresham's lost a population. And this system's kind of right on the edge of like keep it or not keep it kind of thing. It has the 1 deposit of Eden incense, and it has a nice big hot gas giant. So that would be a good production system overall. The 2 temperate planets would turn into forests, and the cold planet would turn into forest as well. So Haresham's kind of like a toss-up. Cephalos I don't think is a keeper just because there's no resources there. It is pretty well developed though, so it's like, well, you know, it's already got all this stuff built there. It'd be easy to just kind of hang on to it, you know, right? And you've got a couple of hot planets here, so it would be a decent system, just no resources. Could keep it, or I could let it go and just take Idris, or I'm not sure. A little torn about it right now, but I want to focus on harassing the Unfallen. I think I would let them keep 1 system permanently and just remain at war with them forever. I'd probably let them keep Indusa at this point, simply because it's only a 2-planet system with one luxury resource, so it's not that bad of one to let them keep. Market-wide price increases. All right, let's go look at the market. Titanium and Hyperium are around 100 to 150. Quadronix, that's a pretty good price for Quadronix. I would think that it won't stay down here for very long, so I would say let's go ahead and buy that. And the Orichalcix, probably, can I buy all of it? 3,100? Sure, why not? Antimatter and adamantium, I'm not going to buy at those prices, and I have enough Hyperium and Titanium. I don't really need to pick up more, not at these prices. Luxuries, dark glitter's cheap, but I'm not going to be using dark glitter. So right now we're using deciduous trees and voidstone, and we'll see what unlocks here. We know we don't have the Endless Foundries in our area, and I'm not sure which of these if we have any. You don't always get one of them near you. It's not 100%. Okay, we're 8 of 8 on AH and AJ. So I need to take a look at those systems. And I've got 3 in orbit waiting to land. All right, I can send 3 over to Regulus from AH. Boom. And it's still maxed out. Cool. So those ones landed, and we got 3 queued up to fly over here to Regulus. And this fleet needs to replenish its manpower. It'll be 366 per turn, and that should get it all the way up to 726, I think. So that'll be good. Excellent. Yeah, so we'll just start guarding there at Regulus, and we're going to keep that system. It's important to keep it. It has adamantium, and it's one of the, I guess, 2 systems we have that has adamantium. Is also at AB. And then over this way, we don't find adamantium again until way up here at Yedix and Giazar. And I could see where I would want to have this one, Giazar, Ukta, Yedix, Sirma. So I could see where I would want to have those. If I don't come up with a top tier resource that's close, you know, this is a fair number of deposits here of this luxury resource we could use. We would just have to conquer all the way over here to the Horatio and use this choke point, and we would have to basically wipe out the Unfallen. So it's an option. We'll see. The resources will kind of drive our decisions. Husk completed colonization of this lava planet. So I moved a whole bunch of population over there onto that one, and look at us now. We got almost 500 industry. So we're going to rock through a whole bunch of improvements getting built, so that's great. AC built expanded mines. And you can see it's about ready to start producing some ships. We're kind of in a difficult spot on approval. '93, '94. There we go. That's a lot better. Almost depleted in 2 turns. 3 turns. Okay, that's better. And the approval's better now. Okay, that's good. And as we were at max population on another system, right? This is AJ. Oh yeah, that's down here. And he is about to colonize this lava planet, and then this lava planet right behind him. So that'll be good. So we'll have room soon. I could build a modernization, but I think I'll go ahead and hold off until I've got this lava planet colonized so I can continue growing the population. Feeding pits completed at AI. And let's see, yeah, we sent a population somewhere to AK, right? AK-41. And this has an atmospheric level 4 here. Ah, it landed. It landed at AK. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do the feeding pits. There we go. As Cravers, that's how we're handling our guest populations. Is we introduce them to the feeding pits. think that's what we'll do here. Add Regulus. Oh, we don't have any Cravers there yet. Once we have Cravers there, I think we can do the feeding pits. And AL colonized a Baron. Alright, let's take a look at our production. Ooh yeah, lots of green numbers. Okay. Well, we're going to want to do slag and sludge center here to increase this production of antimatter. And we're going to want to do it like really soon. Yeah, it's important to get the strategic resource going. And eventually we'll terraform that up to an Arctic, but it costs 1,100 industry to do so. So it's not something we're going to be able to do right away. That's definitely going to be a project for down the road from now. Hey, we finally completed this, and the system AA has produced 203 industry and 180 research. We got compact fusion methods. Okay, that one is moon base related. That's this one here. So it gets us moon base alpha. So anywhere where we have a lunar anomaly, it's definitely worth building. It's a really good structure. But how many lunar anomalies do I have? I don't know. It might be 0 right now. We can do moon exploration, which I don't know if that really does much in the game. And then we have eco-habitats, which population slots on sterile. Not probably going to have very many sterile planets. It's an okay. There's other ones that could have been better to get, but that's fine. It's fine. It's somewhat useful. Okay, we have to make a decision here. We can set a trap and orbit around the Coelum system, and we have to sit there with a fleet for 5 turns before they appear, and then we'll get strike plasma bombers after we take them out. Or we can intercept, reach pilgrims in less than 10 turns to intercept the evil guys, and get strike P laser fighters. Well, I will complete it just to complete it, but I don't think I'll actually be using either one of these. So orbit at Coelum here. Either orbit at Coelum or reach pilgrims. Probably reach pilgrims. It gives us more time, and then we just like fly over there and then fight. I think is faster. And after we finish here at Nos anyway, we're going to rearm with our crew, and then we'll be heading this direction anyhow. So, makes sense. So yeah, we'll do the Pilgrim's Choice. Intercept. Cool. I guess he can go to Pegasus. Oh, hello there, Riftborn. Expedition power 2. Oh, that's not good. That looks like a quest where you have to defeat. Okay, this is the Lost Horatio. This is his final flight, most likely. So I'm going to go ahead and set him to just go flying past these guys and go plunging in here to Pleone. And when he arrives, if I'm paying attention, I'll do that not as a move all fleets and have him just get blown up. I'll move it manually, and I'll go in and I'll be able to cause him to reveal both of these curiosities before he gets attacked and destroyed. Alright, we'll move all our fleets now. Reach pilgrims in less than 10 turns. Okay, I think I had a scout go flying by there, right? No, not a scout. I had a colonization ship go flying through. Yeah, because he was coming down here to seal him. Ooh. $1,500 attack. Looks like it's pretty heavily missiles. Almost all missiles. That's 100% missiles, 100% missiles, and almost 100% missiles. So it looks like he's got missiles and a little bit of beam damage. Okay, good to know. Alright. I think we're going to not have to fight this pirate fleet that's coming out in 3 turns here. I think we're going to take this base down next turn. Yeah, I think we're going to take that base down next turn. And it'll be good, though. Hopefully it'll have like a pirate lair anomaly there. And that will help make the system a little bit more valuable. We'll see if it's going to be worth colonizing or not, depending on what this life form 4 turns out to be. It might just be, you know, like a population or something. So. Okay, if I defeat the fleet at Pilgrims, I get Pirate Laser, which is a 29 damage laser, 15% crit chance, so it's a high crit chance. How's that stack up? So 37, 28. So it's basically just like a basic Maggie laser with a 5% higher crit chance and 1 point higher damage. So it's a tier 3 laser basically. A slightly improved tier 3.5 laser. I think he's done for the turn. And this Overwatch ship, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and head him over this way. Now that we captured that system from the Sophons, we have a nice positive war momentum with them. Now that we've met Lumeris, we could declare war on them. But I don't think we need to just yet. We're doing okay on approval. We're over our max by a lot. 16 of 9. We're halfway to our next hero. Looks like a good chance we'll get an overseer. Maybe we'll get a nice military overseer. Maybe we'll have like 2 or 3 to choose from. And we'll be able to get one that we really like. Fingers crossed. Yep, we need this xenoanthropology for the booster program. We definitely need to start reducing our expansion disapproval. We're expanding pretty aggressively. Dust inflation is times 3.75. Yeah, if we do another war, then we can pass another law. If we do another war, we can go back to running Super Tax Act again, probably. And in the long run, larger host bill. Here's the bill I was looking for in the last series, Safe Skies. Plus 25 approval on systems with one of your fleets in orbit, and that one's a free law. So that's a pretty good one to run. And wartime taxes is also pretty darn good. Plus 10% dust per empire at war. Yeah, that one's going to be a good one. So I could see where we would run wartime taxes and brains over bucks. All that extra dust income going into helping to feed into research. So, and I could see running Safe Skies. And then You could also run us or them, but that's expensive. It's 3 influence per population, but it gives you 20 approval per owned home system. So 20 for your own and 20 for any other home systems you get. So spoils of war and lower fleet costs I probably won't be using. So I'll have to think about it. We don't really have a lot of dust income. We're at a plus 153 and our population is 145, so we can afford to do one law that is 1 influence per pop. So a law that's 3 influence per pop means we're going to have to build a whole bunch more influence producing structures. I'm not saying we can't do it, but I'm saying it'll be a stretch. So at this point, after capturing Regulus, my score is up to 1119. So closing in on the number 1 spot. And we have 15 systems now. I guess let's go ahead and rename Regulus. Yeah, I would still call this in the A area, but it's the edge of the A area, right? Let's see, the A area probably ends at either Giam or Farver, and it probably ends here at Regulus. Maybe Bellatrix, probably Regulus. So this would be AN5. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and get this one set up. Oh, there's all kinds of things here that we're going to eat. Yeah, bountiful filtration, 40 industry, man. It's meaningful. Okay, good. Send some Cravers over here, and I don't know how I'm going to deal with the whole minor population thing. Because my plan is to not use minor populations. So I might just start shipping them around or something. Okay, so I'm going to actually go ahead and click over, hit end turn, and then move all fleets, because I want this guy to get to Othero and guard so we can catch these vineships. And these guys over here should just pass through. So the only one I really need to watch closely is over here. Alright, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and advance the turn and try to catch these guys at Othero. And instead of move all fleets, I'm just going to try to spam movement for this one fleet. Guard. Alright, we got him. Whew, look at the defenders. 1,350. Repair and recover. Man, you know what? We need a battle tactic. We need another battle tactic. You know it, right? We need full reserves. We need full reserves. Ooh, look at all this flashing at Lahat. I don't remember seeing that before. Curiosity 4 ruins on a cold, and another one on a cold. Okay, looks like we've just discovered where we have some rare luxuries. Ooh, nice. You know, if we keep our manpower on our fleet, then we can go and attack these pirates. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to handle them easily. Alright, let's run over here. I know this video is starting to run kind of long here. Ooh. Ooh, that's a pretty beefy fleet. And is it all energy? It is all energy, isn't it? Ha 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 ha. There's an opportunity for us. Okay, let's go ahead and explore these real quick. Dustwater. Okay, so dustwater is what we're going to have. So dustwater is going to be our top tier resource, most likely. 15% extra dust on system per level, system level. So a level 4 system would be a plus 100% dust income. And we will be going with deciduous trees again, and we'll be going with voidstone again. And dust water. So that is probably, let's see, we have enough to do one upgrade. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Let's finish this invasion here. Because I want him to explore here and then fly over here. Because there's an AL. There's a life form on that gas, on that cold gas. Yeah, let's finish this invasion. Preemptive bombing. Yeah, it's kind of fun playing the Cravers in that it's very different from what I normally do. It's way more militant. Way more militant. Okay, so we succeeded in taking down the pirate lair. Okay, let's do. Oh, we don't have a scout here. Yeah, we have that scout coming. We may need to build a faster scout or something from somewhere to help us explore. I guess I did not think that one through all the way, did I? Yeah, and I think this fleet can easily handle this fleet that's over at Pilgrims. Yeah, and they need to re-equip. Let's see, if I were to fly to Pilgrims. Okay, I'll be able to get there in 2 turns. So I'm just going to go ahead and stay here for this turn, and they'll reload with manpower. They'll go ahead and get topped off. Should I build a scout? It takes 200, and this guy... Yeah, you know what? We'll just do that. We'll build a scout. It'll come out, and then this guy will fly. We'll explore here. We'll go fly over to Nos. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll do that. Ooh, 20 adamantium. That's good. 20 dark, no, 40 dark glitter is not worth that much. Aha. An outlying system. Great. Or whatever.
Though in some Unfallen, anger burns like fire at the mention of your name, we still wish to make a proposal.
9 Eden incense. I don't think that's a very generous proposal. Yeah, we've got a long way to go before we hit a demand. A forced truce, so that's going to be a no. Yeah, we took down their vineship fleet. That hurt. That definitely hurt. We lost a Sophon over here at AN. Okay, and there should be a fleet moving that direction now. Yep. Some Cravers are heading that way. Alright, I'll have to ponder it off camera and try to figure out what I'm going to keep long term. Feeding pits completed at AK. Great. Colonized ice over here at Husk, my home system. Yeah, we've got a ruins. Ruins 4 on a cold, so that might be dustwater, right? That'd be pretty cool. Let's build another scout. We'll build another scout and explore that. Does Ranos have any? Nope. That's a pity. 5 big cold planets look large, 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 huge, huge. They're all cold, but man, I mean, that would eventually become 5 really big forest planets. That would be a pretty nice system. Too bad there's no resources there. I mean, eventually we'll probably colonize it, but that's going to be a while. Janus. Lifeform 4. Okay. Yeah, guess we'll probably build a scout over here. I think that can happen. Wow, 511? 511, that is a lot of industry right there. Oof. Wow. That is nice. Okay, we completed Deep Epic scanning and we have Dark Matter Institute we can build in one system. Probably would find a system that has a lot of anomalies, right? Right now, that's probably AJ is my best candidate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I think it only counts 1 per planet. So still, that would be 3. Hey, we finally got this achievement. Yeah, we finally achieved the objective, lifting the lamp. Seems like we should have had it a long time ago, considering how many new populations we've been adding, but I guess maybe it's looking at the total number you had, and then I did a bunch of feeding pits, and a lot of them went away or something. I don't know. Alright, well, I know we're running long at this point. We'll go ahead and wrap it up here, and we'll just pick up here next time at like halfway through turn 44. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks everybody for watching.